Dudes and Friends podcast. Dudes and Friends podcast. It's Ruben. What's up? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Joined alongside my dude, my buddy, my friend, Mr. Brandon. What's good, man?
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Back with another week. All-Star weekend came and went very
Came and
quickly.
went. Came and
Yeah.
went. NBA All-Star Weekend. This is episode 10 in the books. NBA All-Star came and went. It typically does go, right? I mean, because it's only, I mean, the festivities are one day and then you got the game the second day, right? Like, it feels like it goes pretty quick.
Yeah, super quick. Yeah, it's just and this year was interesting. I know we'll probably talk about it a little bit more, but um it feels like the quality has been going down a little bit over the years. So yeah, it's just less memorable each year. It comes and
Dude,
goes. Yeah.
it is, man. I know they try to change it up. The festivities, like the slam dunk contest was a snooze. I didn't watch the three-point shootout. Did you watch the three-point shootout?
I did watch it. I did watch it. I was surprised Damian Lillard even competed,
Not
since he
even
hasn't
playing.
played. Yeah, not playing, hasn't played a game. Went out there and balled out. It was crazy, dude. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, dude, he was making everything. Yeah, he was shocking. Devin Booker, obviously, looked good. He went far. Um, but yeah, I did enjoy the 3-point contest. I'll say that. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I don't think that was terrible or
I don't,
anything.
did they have a skills challenge? I don't even know if they did.
They might have. I didn't see that if they did.
Okay.
Yeah,
No
not
clue
sure
if
on
they
that.
did or not. I know
Yeah.
with the dunk contest, I mean, over the last couple years, it's just been an absolute group of no names, which
Yeah.
well, I mean, back in the day, man, you had the top talent want to be in the dunk contest, man. Like Dwight Howard was in the dunk contest. Like
Yeah.
you had like I mean, obviously Vince Carter and Michael Jordan, Dominique Wilkins, like they were like
Yeah.
stars. And I mean, yeah, I don't know why they just got to find a way to pay them, a good chunk to make that appearance.
Yeah, they got to do that or yeah, I mean, I feel like that's the only incentive that's going to get them to do it, honestly. You can't really take anything away from them for not competing. So yeah, I think just a little bonus there just to win. Dude, yeah, 'cause like even when like you said, Vince Carter, Aaron Gordon was competing. He didn't end up winning, but I mean, when he had Zach LaVine that was killing it. He was getting like 20 a game, so he wasn't just like a like just a lower tier player. Like,
Mhm.
not saying, I mean, these guys are just you don't know them necessarily. A couple of them were pretty athletic, had some good dunks, and then a couple of them were like embarrassingly bad. Like this dude, that dude that almost knocked himself out. One one guy just did a very regular like
Just a
high school
regular
dunk.
dunk. Yes.
Yeah, like dude, it was weird.
Dude, yeah, I think, what will right, like they are actual lower tier players, right? Like not a
Yeah,
knock on them because we're not in dunk contest, but like these are players that you've never heard of. And the last few years, it was that Mac McClung dude who's in the G League.
yeah,
So I mean, like, what? It doesn't seem like there's a criteria for this. It's just like if you play basketball, let's get you in the dunk contest. Like I don't know, man. And then to top that, right? We talk about Damian Lillard, who won the three-point contest, and obviously, to win that just shows that you're deserving. But dude, he's out for the season. He doesn't play the NBA. He's not in the NBA this year. So
yeah.
like what? Like, why not then at that point, why not just get Reggie Miller in the three-point contest? Like, what are we doing? Like, I don't know. I feel
Right.
like it should be active players. That's just what I feel.
Yeah. I think so too. I think so too because yeah, I mean it's just completely irrelevant. You have a guy that won the 3-point contest that's not playing, and then I literally watched the dunk contest whole way through. I cannot remember for the life of me who won. But I mean that just goes to show like we didn't know the names going in. It wasn't a great like competition there, so you're not gonna remember it going out. So yeah, I mean yeah, just comes and goes, and I mean you're gonna have to throw a bonus to somebody. I wish LeBron would have competed. I think if LeBron would have competed at some point, him being on the top of the league for the last yeah, I mean the greater half of the decade, or I guess more than a decade, you would say. I mean, if he would have competed, it would have got other guys to step in there, I think, a little bit more, but yeah, you never know. We're here
Dude,
now.
100%, man. Like, I understand he's the self-proclaimed king. Like, dude, like if for somebody that loves the attention as much as he does, it is surprising that he doesn't want to be in the slam dunk contest. You brought up LeBron James. He's coming on. I mean, he's well on the other side of his career. This potentially could be his last year. He might have one more year. I think he has one more year with a different team. That's not the Lakers. But with how his career has ended, is ending, not ended, as is ending. What does that change his career from your point of view? Like his status as, one of the GOATs, or if not the GOAT in your eyes?
Um, I I would say it doesn't change anything for me. I already I don't put him above Jordan like as far as like a GOAT conversation. When it comes to like legacy, career status, I think he's always going to be, easily in the top five players of all time. Um, and I think like his longevity, I think he's already passed what anybody else has reached. So like I think these last couple years, I you can't really judge him too hard. I think he's still, like he's still getting buckets. He's still getting 20 some games. He's getting double doubles some games still. He's obviously missed a lot more games in recent years just because he's getting older, but I think yeah, dude. I could see him playing like one more year with going back to Cleveland or something. That'd be pretty cool if he did that, gave that a shot.
Okay, so yeah, I don't think it's gonna mess with his legacy. I think when you hang around too long in the NBA, you don't leave like as loved as you'd like to, because at that point people are just ready for you to leave. Um, I think like Kobe's last year, like his last couple years, the Lakers were ass. And so he would, I mean, in fairness to him, right? Like he was just injured a lot, right? Like
Yeah.
he'd play the first, 5 minutes of the first quarter, and by the second quarter, he was wrapped in ice packs, his entire body.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and so that's what made that last game like so much fun against his last game of the season against Utah. But with LeBron, man, I think, and I've said this before on the podcast, I think this is his last year with LA. Um, I could see him going back to Cleveland. I think
Yeah.
I hope he has some self-evaluation, and he sees that he's not going to be like 1A, option 1A. Um, and I don't know, man, because I think that's going to be a hard pill for him to swallow. I remember it being a hard pill for Carmelo Anthony, and that's why his career kind of fizzled pretty hard, because he still saw himself as like the 1A option. Um, but yeah, man, like I think LeBron would make a great number two on another team, but I don't know if he's down for that.
Yeah. Yeah. I I mean, dude, I agree with that. I think he would be a solid number two. I think he's not going to go to a team and just like, take over. He's not going to carry a team, have a bunch of guys just go there in the off season. They just build something quick like that. I think he's going to join a team that's, already up there. Um,
Do you think, okay, I mean, we both say Cleveland, right? Because that's his home, right? So
yeah.
that by default, I feel like that's a place to go. And wherever he goes, I think like you could get him for cheaper. I don't know if he's going to accept that. He should. But do you think he'd rather spend his last year at home, or playing with friends? So like for instance, playing with friends, I mean like playing for Golden State, like to play with Steph and Steve
Yeah.
Kerr. Like again, right? Because
Man.
I feel like he would take a pay cut to play for a team like that, like just to win one more time.
Yeah, I could 100% see him doing that. Man, that's a hard one. He's already in California. It's just a little, it's not that far up north. Whole family is there, so I think that's a likely possibility, to be honest with you. I think that Draymond Green, this is last year with the Warriors, right? So he'll be
Yeah,
gone.
I'm
He's
surprised the Warriors have kept him around as
That's what
long
I'm
as they
saying.
have, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah. I thought they were trying to trade him. Weren't they
They
trying to?
tried. They
Pretty,
tried. They
yeah.
couldn't. They couldn't get a suitor.
That's what I thought. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Yes, I mean, that's definitely a place that could use him.
Hmm.
That's, you know what? That'd be pretty crazy. Be a cool way to go out. I think they could
Yeah,
make a run. I think Steph's still a dog. I mean, if you can pair him up with him and you get another solid big, another guy that can come off the bench.
I'm trying to see what other suitors would be like cool for LeBron. Like,
Um,
I mean, the Lake, or I mean, he's come from the Lakers, the Warriors, maybe
talking
the
about,
Knicks, to be in New
yeah,
York.
I
The
was gonna
Nets,
say,
no.
yeah,
Um,
no,
they're ass. Miami, probably not. They don't seem to be a serious contender. Um,
no,
I
wouldn't be
mean,
Dallas anymore.
maybe Houston or I mean San Antonio. I mean, if Pop was still there, maybe, but
Yeah,
I mean, as a Spurs fan, I hope not. The second half of the season, we're
yeah.
on. Let me see here. Let me pull up some scores for you so we can go over this. So Spurs won tonight. Thunder lost tonight. So let's look at the standings. So looking at the standings right now, going on off the Western Conference, Oklahoma has a two-game lead over the Spurs, and the Spurs have a six-game lead over the third and fourth seed, which is Houston and Denver. And then you got Minnesota at five. You got the Lakers at six, Phoenix at seven, and Golden State at eight. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, who do you have taking out the West, and do you have any dark horses coming out of that?
Oh man. Dude, the West is a tough, tough conference. It has been for a while. The
Yeah.
last like 10 years, dude, it's been insane.
Yeah.
Um, dude, I mean, favorite, it's gonna have to be Oklahoma City unless, like, quite frankly, I think unless someone gets hurt on their team, I think Oklahoma City's got a really good shot. Just because, dude, they're just so deep, man. They got so many players that they can spread the floor. It's gonna be hard for other teams to match up with them player for player. And how the NBA is now, it's just basically five out, or you have four guys out, and it's a lot of one-on-ones. It's literally just matchups. That's all it is. It's gonna be hard to match up with him. I think San Antonio probably out of all these teams right now, Minnesota and San Antonio actually I think are gonna have the best shot at
Minnesota.
match.
Okay.
Minnesota, yeah, because defensive wise,
N-
um,
Not Denver?
Denver, I don't know, dude. No, I think they play a little slow. I think they play a
Okay.
little slow for them. I just say the reason I say the Spurs in Minnesota because I think their defense, they think they have the next best defenses below them. I mean, Minnesota, you have Anthony Edwards, and then you have the other guy.
Gobert?
Yeah, you have Gobert, but you also have their small forward. Dude, I'm blanking on his name. He had a good game the other night.
Let me see. Julius Randle, Josh McDaniels,
Josh
uh,
McDaniels play some good. Is that?
DiVincenzo. He's
Yeah, it's
balling
Josh
too.
McDaniels. Yeah, he plays some good defense, dude. He's a lockdown guy. He played some good defense in the playoffs last year, and then obviously Spurs. You have Wemby, who's just going to shut down everything in the paint. Um, but
Okay,
dude, yeah,
Minnesota. That's a good one. Okay.
yeah. What are you kind of leaning towards?
Dude, I can't stand Oklahoma City.
You got to go with your
Um,
squad.
I feel like Oklahoma's going to do it because of
Oh,
experience.
yeah,
And they do have a well-gelled team, and honestly, as no as annoying as they are very similar and have a lot of similar traits to the old Spurs teams of the past, where they just like super boring, but like they work well as a team, they get it done, like they're deep.
yeah,
I mean, like yeah, they proved it last year. I mean, yeah, if a team's gonna beat them, it's gonna be the Spurs, but I mean, I think the Spurs are too inexperienced to go this far, but who knows, man? Maybe they're just like they're so young and they're just having so much fun together. Um, And then in terms of like the lower seeds making a noise, like making any noise, dude, like man, I mean, I don't know. I'm looking at like you think the Clippers could do anything? They're the 10 seed right now, which is wild. So like at best they could get um the 8 seed, which they would play Oklahoma City in the first round. Um I don't know. The
I
Clippers,
mean,
they started off super slow. But then they turned it up. Um
yeah,
I don't know, man. I mean, I guess like I'm kind of with you a little bit on Minnesota. Denver, as much as I want to think that they're good, like ever since that one title, everybody's just been hyping them up every year. And as much as people hyping them up, you'd think they would have 3 championships at this point. And so I don't know, man. I mean, Joker is like one of the best players in the NBA, and if you ask him, he doesn't want to be. It doesn't even seem like he wants to be in the NBA. But I don't
yeah,
know. So. I mean, I guess I would lean on Minnesota with a super, super dark horse in the Clippers,
yeah.
making any sort of noise. Um,
That's a yeah, it's an interesting one. The Clippers.
we'll
You
see,
think
man.
they're gonna get revived?
I doubt it, dude. I don't know. I don't know. They're an
Kawhi.
interesting watch. Yeah, Kawhi. Who knows if he even wants to play in the playoffs?
Yeah,
We'll see.
yeah.
We'll
He
see,
might just take off the rest of the year. You never know.
dude. You never know.
Magic injury.
Um, so going okay. So now in the Eastern Conference, this is where it's going to get tricky. Detroit has the 1 seed by 5 games. They're it's very comfortable in the 1 seed. They got the best record in the NBA right now. Um, the 2 seed is Boston. Boston with no Jason Tatum this year, which is really good. That's a deep team. 3 seed is New York. 4 seed is Cleveland. 5 seed is Toronto. 6 seed is Philly. Seven Orlando. Eight Miami. And then Atlanta and Charlotte on 9 and 10 for the play-in game.
Hmm.
What are your thoughts about the East?
Yeah, favorite, I think right now. Dude, that's such a tough one. I think it's wide open. Before the season, I was feeling the Knicks before the season started. With Detroit looks good. Um, I watched that game the other night. I think we talked about it a little bit, that Spurs game
Hmm.
against the Pistons. Wemby held it down, but Cade Cunningham's been balling out. I think I saw some clips of them playing again a game after that. I mean, NBA, they're playing every other night. So, like, Cade Cunningham's been balling out this year. I think that, Detroit has a good shot. I'd like the Celtics. Um, Without Jason Tatum in the playoffs, it's going to be a little bit different matchup wise. I still like the Knicks, I think, over Boston. As far as like a dark horse team that would be a little bit surprising, Cleveland. Maybe they get over that hump because they've been getting bounced real early every single year. Donovan Mitchell, he tried his heart out in the 3-point contest. We talked about that earlier. But yeah, dude, I think the favorite right now would be Detroit by a little bit. Just they have the hot hand. I think Cade Cunningham's been like really controlling a lot of the games that they've been winning.
I'm gonna say the favorite's Boston, only because Detroit hasn't been here before. They also have inexperience this deep. Um, I could see it happen, but I'm gonna say Boston. Um, dude, as much as I love the Knicks, I'm wearing a Knicks hat. Um, I just like Jalen Brunson is awesome. To me, he's a bit one-sided. Like they just rely so much on him. And he's not that great defensively. And I don't know, man. They are so hot and cold, the Knicks. And dude, you hit the nail on the head with Cleveland. Well, you didn't even I don't even know if you brought it up or not, but they got James Harden in the trade. And James Harden's been balling since he's
Been
been
balling
with
out.
Cleveland. And
Yeah.
so I don't know, man. I really think Cleveland could make some noise. Um, I also don't know at what point does Philly just completely break it apart. and do away with that whole team because, like, what are they doing, man? They're wasting Embiid's career in Philly.
I think he's about done, my guy. I think he's maybe got one or two left in him. I bet after at the end of this year they're blowing it up. That's what
Yeah, I
I would
mean,
guess.
yeah, you got Tyree Maxey's balling. Um, yeah, he's balling, but dude, yeah, I don't know, man. And then is Paul George still play? Oh, he's suspended. That's right. Oh,
He's gonna be doing
yeah.
steroids.
Yeah. Oh,
Crazy guy.
steroids, Paul. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I feel like you do gotta blow it up in Philly. I don't know, man. Paul George is not a he's a solid role player, man. Like he's a great like number three.
Yeah, he's getting number three.
But I don't think he sees it that way.
I
Um,
think, I think that's what Harden is for Cleveland. He's a great number three, but he's been just because I mean, dude, in the playoffs, he's fallen
Dude,
short so many times. So
he
I think if he's a
disappeared so
good,
quick.
yeah, dude, I think if he's a great number three, they got a good chance. They got a good shot.
Give me your finals prediction right now.
Finals, dude, I gotta go with Detroit because I already picked them. I think it's gonna be Detroit and Oklahoma City. I think Oklahoma City's gonna go back to back. I think they
Okay.
will.
Okay. Okay.
I think they'll
Detroit,
go back
Oklahoma
to
City.
back, whoever they match up with, matter of fact.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we talked about it. I think the West is they're better than the East. So
Yeah.
whoever Oklahoma plays, I don't really think that it's that I mean, it would be the best matchup, which is kind of crazy that Indiana had the run that they had last year and went 7 games with them in the finals. Um, but yeah, I think they'll take it. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Oklahoma and Boston, and I think Oklahoma takes it.
Yeah, dude. That's they and they still have what, two or three first round draft picks?
Yeah,
They have something crazy. It's
yeah,
like, all right.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Cool, man. NBA predictions. We'll revisit that. I'm sure some drama will happen. KD will request a trade in the middle of the playoffs or something. I
Yeah.
don't know. Um, Dude, it's getting hot here in Texas. We're hitting spring season, and with sports, that means we're coming across Major League Baseball. That's always a good time of the year for a lot of folks. Spring is in the air, baseball's going on, spring training's in full swing right now. Spring training games are happening. So that's nice. Um, One thing that is happening at these spring training games is the ABS system. Um,
Yeah.
it's the it's basically a robot umpire where umpires are calling balls and strikes.
What it reminds me of, or the first thing that I think about when I hear that is the chain gang in the NFL. They're gone. They are not there anymore. So, yeah. And how I mean, this was the first year they do the digital first down marker. It's not them running out on the field holding the chain anymore, laying it in the grass. We don't get to see that anymore. Them pulling the chain out, looking. So it's that. Uh, yeah, the ump might be next. The ump might really be next, to be honest with you, because I mean, at the end of the day, too, they get beamed with that damn ball sometimes, like just from being behind the catcher. Like you don't really need him to be down there when the pitcher is pitching the ball. Like if there's a hit, or if there was like if there's like a wild pitch, maybe you do have an ump like against the fence back there, or in like a cage behind the by the fence down there, so he doesn't get hit with a foul ball. Maybe he can run out to be by the home plate if someone's stealing at home or running into home. He can be up close to see that, But I think pitching wise, dude, I think it's scary for him. Yeah, something I think it's gonna adjust to that. I wouldn't be surprised. Do you think it'd be that dramatic, or do you think like
I think aesthetically, like watching, it's going to be. I mean, I think we'll get used to it a lot sooner than we think, because I think there's for sure going to be a lot of old heads that are against it, right? Like, oh man, like we got a AI calling balls and strikes.
Yeah.
And I think it like some people will say that they like baseball for they like it for the human error, right? Like it just makes for great news. And I do like that to an extent. I understand it because that's part of sports, man. Like how many games in the past of any basketball, NFL, any game, baseball especially, where there was a human error and they made the wrong call and it determined so much. And like that's just stuff that you think about. And it makes for entertainment and it makes for, conversations at the water cooler the next day. And so I don't know. I mean, to be error free it's nice, but then it's also like I don't know, you just it I guess it does make you appreciate the human error and the human aspect of calling balls and strikes and outs and all that. I don't know, man. But again,
Yeah.
if they do make the change fully, I think it'll be something that we get used to sooner than we think. Just like when they added the pitch clock in
Yeah.
baseball. Like it's that I thought that's crazy. And not only did that, get the people become used to it immediately, but it sped up the games and it is night like a baseball game is like 2.5 hours now. And I was like, that's really nice. So I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I see both sides of it.
Yeah, yeah, it helps a lot with the pace. What you said though, it really is true. Like, it takes out like a real human element to that. Like, I mean, especially watching, I compare it to just watching the Chiefs, I guess, but like when a game ends in a crazy way, you don't get a flag, or a flag does go your way, or is against you or whatever. You're either real pissed off about it the next day, or you talk about it for the next 3 days, you laugh about it for the next 3 days. That's what sports is about. It's fun. That's what makes it fun. You know what I mean? It's not perfect. People get screwed. All teams get screwed over,
All
and
of
it's
them.
and it's remembered. Yeah. So, that's just part of the game. So yeah, I do think it would take that out. It would feel like you're damn near at like a batting cage almost.
Mhm.
Like I bet it would feel real weird for him. So yeah, that is true. I could definitely see it from that perspective. I think that I don't know, dude. I think they might do it anyways, though. You never know. You never know. They might make like the safety excuse or something like that and throw him behind a cage back there or something. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, who
maybe. And
knows?
and ironically, the same fans that could potentially, complain about wanting that human aspect and wanting those umpires back there are the same ones complaining, more and more online and on Twitter and on social media about, missed calls and how bad these umpires are. So it you're
Yeah,
certainly never gonna please everybody, no matter what you do. So, I mean, you just gotta trust that the commissioner of baseball to make that the right decision and see what route they go. I will say though, I was definitely wrong about the pitch clock and me thinking like that's such a like futuristic like that's a crazy thing to add and dude, it's really not a futuristic thing, and dude, it
I
makes
feel like it helps.
baseball watching it so much more enjoyable. Like
Yeah,
from a fan point of view, like it's so much quicker, and it's like yes, like this is great, this is great.
yeah. No, it helps a ton. It helps a ton. I try to watch Royals games, and like it would be impossible if that wasn't there because the game it just does move a little bit slower. So like it helps. It helps. Some of those games can go by real quick too, though. Like an hour and a half, right at 2 hours easily. If nobody's hitting the ball, quick three and outs. So yeah, you never know.
Dude, I've seen innings in baseball last like
Yeah.
5 minutes. Like that's nuts. They started adding a runner on second in extra innings. But I don't know if they pushed that if they did that for the playoffs. But for
Do
sure
they really just
well,
automatically?
because the whole point is they don't want the extra innings to drag out to 16, 17, 18, 19 innings, which they can. Um, so immediately when the extra innings start, they start with a runner on second.
Wow, I had no idea. I didn't
Yeah.
notice that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Which I like, but I'm at the age where like I understand both sides and I like it and I hate things. Like I like the change, but then I also hate the change. So I'm torn on a lot of these changes.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. I think yeah, like you said, it speeds the game up, but it's like situational play now. It's not like it's not actual baseball anymore.
Yes,
It's like you're
correct.
starting like halfway there.
Yep.
It's kind of weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Even
I
playing
don't
the
know.
video game, like it's weird. It's weird. Like you're
Yeah.
starting with a runner on second. You're like, what? Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, super situational. How are the Royals going to do this year? They got high expectations, little to none.
You know, usually, you usually just hope for the best. Hopefully not another 100 loss season. I think we did a little bit better last year. I think I think they're going to be about middle of the pack. I think they're going to be all right. I
Okay.
think with Salvi's on the back half of his year, Salvador Perez, he's with our championship team. He's been there for forever. We got Bobby Witt Jr. He's been balling out. He's like our main guy right now.
He's a baller.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he's solid. But yeah, I mean, with baseball, it's hard. Like it's really LA is going to be dominating for years to come. There's no salary cap, so it's really like LA and New York teams
Well, okay, hold on real quick to get into that conversation.
yeah,
The baseball is potentially going to be in a lockout soon. And because the biggest thing in that is the commissioner in baseball, they want a salary cap,
yeah, they need to
and the
have one.
players don't. And there's like there's the hard like divide. There is no middle ground in this.
Yeah.
So I think that they're going to be in a lockout sooner than later.
Yeah, man. A salary cap is needed though.
You think
100% it
so?
is. I think so, dude. All the other sports have salary caps. I think it is lopsided. I mean, you can get lucky. Like Kansas City got lucky. They drafted all those guys
Hmm.
that all like came up and were really good together. But like it's usually San Francisco, New York, Chicago, LA. It's really hardly ever. I mean, like Cleveland will be in it sometimes, and then you'll have like Detroit in it sometimes. But like for the most part, it's those teams that go out and get crazy players. I mean, of course you have Boston. But like LA recently, what they're giving like that dude $1 billion. They're signing some of his Japanese homies and they're just building like a super team. And it's like, dude, like come on now. Like these guys can outpitch everyone, out hit everyone.
Yeah.
He's over here getting all his friends. And they're just signing all the superstars. And it's like, yeah, dude, they're just gonna be really hard to deal with. But I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? You think there shouldn't be? It should just be like kind of free reign.
On its own, without any context, it obviously makes sense to be a salary cap. Every other sport has it. It makes for an even playing field. And, Oakland has the same opportunity and chances as Boston does every single year. That makes sense, right? On paper. What with context, and context matters in everything. I saw a report that somebody did that the owners for these small market teams aren't spending enough money on the players. Like there's a certain ratio and certain percentage that owners are spending on the players in comparison to everything else. And the LA Dodgers actually spend the most of their money, of their profit on the players, opposed to themselves or anything else. Whereas other owners are spending it on themselves or something, related to the organization and not on the players. So, and I have heard if you're going to blame LA Dodgers for winning every single, or being involved in signing everybody every single year in the Yankees, understandably, you would be upset. If you're going to blame them, you also need to blame teams like Oakland, teams like, these lower class teams that aren't spending money on players because they are equally to blame because they do have the same platform to spend and spend the money. Maybe obviously you're not going to have as much money, but they're not spending any money on their players. I saw that the and I don't know how true this is. The Oakland Athletics, I think to this day, have not signed a player to a $100 million contract ever in the history of their organization. They can, but they haven't. And like that, but that's proof of what I'm talking about. Like they had that opportunity and they're not. So if they're not spending money on these players and they are making a profit, like they're moving to Vegas. What like where like where's the money going? So I don't know, man. I mean, I again, right? What I just talked about, my age and where I see both sides of it. I'm on the fence. I understand both sides of why they want a salary cap because obviously that makes sense, and then I understand why the players don't want a salary cap. Um,
Yeah.
so they're just torn,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, no, definitely, definitely. I also think like all owners are just like GMs, all owners are maybe some owners aren't as good as other owners, essentially. So like maybe like that Oakland one. Oakland's wild, dude, because like the Warriors won multiple championships in Oakland. Usually when cities win championships, it brings a lot of money to the cities. Um, like it helps the city out, but
They
like
bounced.
all they did was all the teams just left. Like, and yeah, so like you said, the A's are going to Vegas. They dipped out.
The Raiders went to Vegas.
Yeah, Raiders dipped. So yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, I mean, I think all the owners are maybe different when it comes to strategy. Like you were saying with the Dodgers owner, like if they want to spend the majority of their money on players in that aspect, like when it comes to and you mean like overall revenue, like whether it's like ticket sales, like
Mhm.
concessions, stuff like that. Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's good for them strategically. Like, yeah, they have that. Um, of
Because
course, still those markets. What's up?
think about like the Angels, right? The Angels are in the same market. They're ass. Like they had Shohei, they had Mike Trout. Dude, they have one of the longest playoff droughts. Like so,
Yeah,
I mean,
I
it
think
it,
it's a mix.
it yeah, it's I don't know, man.
Yeah, mix. Because I mean, also like like I said, you got to be good. Like maybe some of those owners, they're not signing the right guys. Maybe they are throwing hella money at. I don't really follow the A's like that, so I don't know if they have
I just
signed
use them as an
anyone
example
different
because they're
owners.
always bottom of the barrel, and like I just
I mean, Angels.
I heard that
Yeah,
stat about them never signing a player to $100 million contract or more, which is
yeah,
crazy.
that is wild. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, we'll see. That'd be crazy if they do have a strike, if they sit out a full season or however long it takes. It seems like all the strikes that have been going on recently, people aren't budging till they get what they want. So, man, dude, that'd be pretty wild if it's dragged on for a while.
Well, not to make this a lengthy conversation to go down this road, but another sport that's gonna hit it that will feel like it's inevitable that they're gonna hit a strike is the WNBA. And
Oh
if they hit a
yeah.
strike, brother, they're not coming back.
They
Uh,
better not.
they I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't
Uh,
know. Like, I don't know, man. I do not know, but
yeah.
they cannot afford to get into strike. And I know, I mean, they have like it's a very top heavy league. So like they have like their name brand players, they're the players that you know about that are in all the commercials that they interview all the time have endorsement deals. But then you have the other 80% of the league that don't have that and that do make the bare minimum and that they can't afford to not play in the WNBA. So I don't know like who's representing the WNBA, that top 20% or the other 80%. Um, I don't know. I feel bad
Yeah.
if it's a top 20 man because they're just like they're doing the other 80% a disservice.
It seems like it's the top 20, to be honest with you. Like, I mean, it seems like it's just intensified in the last couple of years since the younger generation of like the social media, like being like a little bit more present, a little bit more well known. I think dude, I always watch like if I see an Indiana Fever game on though, I'm definitely gonna
100%.
watch it like 100%. Yeah, same with the Chicago one. Like I'll watch Angel Reese, miss a couple layups, flagrant foul somebody. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, dude, I'll definitely watch them. Like it's entertaining, but I think like they need to chill out a little bit. They need to go about things. I know they're getting like a little pissed off because they don't get paid a ton. Like based on the work that you have to put in to be a professional like that and them getting paid, like what was Caitlin Clark's like opening was like 70,000 or something. Being a professional athlete compared to like
But also that's like the max rookie deal. So it's not
right, you're right,
that is what it is, right? Like it's not
which is the higher end.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Um, so yeah, it's like eh, the hours of work she put in probably like of just shooting on the weekends, not going out, going hitting the gym, going and shooting in the mornings. Like that's hours and hours of time to not really, I mean, I guess you get rewarded for it kind of, but it's like not to the extent that others are. But there's reasons for that, like viewership, sponsorships, filling up arenas. So I mean, at the same time, you just have to get the crowd. Like it's like the UFC. The UFC wasn't those UFC fighters weren't big before the UFC blew up. Like they weren't getting paid anything at all before it blew up. And I mean, it wasn't really them complaining. They knew they had to be entertaining, so they started doing a bunch of crazy shit. They weren't saying, "Oh, this company's not paying me everything they're making damn near." Like it's like we have to go make
Mhm.
more money for the company, which is what they I think that's the mindset they should have instead of just saying, "Oh, just give us more money," instead of like,
Yeah,
doing things.
yeah, I think like in one of classic Draymond Green's rants is, like not if you're just complaining, you're doing yourself a disservice because complaining isn't you can complain, but you have to have a solution with the complaint. And there's no
Yeah.
solution being presented. So it just kind of it's just like a back and forth. So they're doing themselves a disservice. Um, man, yeah, I don't. It does suck, and yeah, like you said, right? When Indiana feel like Caitlin's first year, even like her second year, bro. Like I was watching those games. I was watching when they were in the playoffs. I was like, yo,
Oh yeah.
this is really good. And I wasn't the only one watching, man. When Caitlin Clark came to town, like they moved those games to bigger arenas,
Hmm.
and people were showing up for her and. The WNBA tried to spin it and say they try to take away the Caitlin Clark spotlight, and you know, but yeah, dude, it sucks, man, because it definitely takes some time. You can't just ask for all this money. Like if you look at the NBA as a whole, like, dude, the NBA's been around for a while. Like, do you know how many decades it took to get them to where they are now? Like, it's not. I mean.
A long
The
time.
WNBA is still a very much a young league. Like they need they still have a long ways to go, but like in a good way. And they're just
Yeah.
I don't know, man. They just cannot afford to go into a strike because it's not gonna look good.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. They're not going to recover from it, I don't think. I don't think they would if they went on strike. I think I don't think I mean, you can't well, what is there to fold on really? Like if they just can't afford to pay players more, they already technically lose money every year, millions of dollars every year, so it's like it just doesn't make sense.
Hmm.
There's no win there.
Yeah,
So,
I don't really know how much leverage they have in that, but
yeah.
it's less than they think they do. And then also with that other new league that they started. Which is seeming, I don't know what the overhead is there. I can't imagine it's a lot because they just play in one arena the whole time and it's three
Yeah.
on three. So, and they have what I think the games like on TNT and Max. So they got that sponsorship already, that TV deal. Um, so to like, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they'll call us and they'll want us to be part of those agreements, but
Yeah.
man.
I'll give some great advice. I'll tell them do not increase yeah, I'll say give them about 5,000 more and then that'll just, decrease the blow that we already take every year.
Yeah.
Um a little bit more.
Any decent movies out there that are coming out that you're excited to see?
Ooh, upcoming. Ooh, Project Hail Mary, March 20th, I believe. Definitely check that out. I read the book. The book is phenomenal.
Give me the 10-second overview of what it's about.
Okay, dude, it's a great book, dude. Like if there's audiobooks, if you can read it, I definitely get it. But basically there's this um there's something that's eating the sun essentially. And there is a scientist that goes to space to try to figure out how to resolve this problem because obviously if it continues to do that, everyone dies, all life dies. And then essentially he runs into something on the way, and then the story kind of takes off from there. I don't want to give too much
Yeah, yeah,
away,
yeah,
but
yeah.
dude, it's a really good story. I've been seeing like the reviews actually dropped today, so I think like the social media embargo or like they did like their first or they premiered today, first screening, whatever. I saw a lot of reviews coming out, and a lot of people were saying it was really good, saying it was like on the same level as like The Martian, the Matt Damon Martian
Yeah.
movie. So
Great movie.
yeah, great movie, dude. I'm excited for it. I'm hyped for that. And then I mean, we have Scream next week. I'm actually look or no, that's this week.
That's
I
this
think this
weekend.
weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, this weekend. So I'll go check that out. Those are always I don't ever expect them to be great, but I'll go check them out because I mean it's a classic franchise.
Dude, I'm a Scream guy. I love this.
Yeah.
I've seen all six of
Oh yeah.
them. Um, I I personally think every Scream movie I see is the greatest Scream movie.
Yeah.
But like the most recent one, the sixth one, I thought was really good. Um, Man, yeah, I'm excited, dude. I love these Scream movies, man. They're
Yeah.
great. Like this is, yeah, I love these, and I love that they come out now. Oh, yeah, I mean, and not in October or like during spooky season.
Right.
That's cool. That's cool. Project Hail Mary, that's exciting. And then one other one I saw, uh, Ready or Not Part Two. Uh,
Yeah.
did you ever see the first one?
Dude, it's funny. I actually have not, and I thought it was Margot Robbie the whole time, and it's not.
They
It's a
look
girl that looks
identical.
just like her.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I've heard it's really good. I'll check it out before the second one comes out, though, because I've heard great things. Do you like it?
Yeah, yeah. First one was it was a fun movie, dude. And
Yeah.
that's what they are. They're fun movies. It was pretty cool. Great ending. It's just like a thriller, like a fun thriller. Like a Yeah, it was just a great movie. Part two, like that's crazy. Like they got a
Yeah.
part two. Elijah Wood is in this one. Sarah Michelle Gellar. Shout out Sarah Michelle. She's been around for a minute. So yeah, and Margot Robbie's twin is in it again.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll be good, man. So I'm looking forward to that one. Um,
Yeah.
Trying to see outside of that, man. I mean, then we're just getting into April, and then you got the Super Mario movie April 1st, which at this point I've already seen 10 different trailers from it. So
Dude, yeah. I liked the first one. I thought the first one was fun,
first one was good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun enough. So I'll definitely look at the second one.
I
Um,
I saw, and I don't know if it's them just trying to extra hype the movie, but that there was like a potential Easter egg in it that they saw like a side of potentially Star Fox in the movie,
hmm.
which if Star Fox is in the movie, that's definitely gonna blow people's minds a little. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna really open it up at the box office if that happens.
Yeah, dude. Those yeah, you can't underestimate those animated movies. Kids will swarm to. They're gonna be at it for sure. Families, whole families. So, there's gonna be a lot of rewatches. Yeah, dude, it could blow up for sure.
And I did see something about like them potentially, and again, these are all rumors, but like incorporating like the Super Smash Bros. Characters in this.
Yeah, that'd be
And
pretty cool.
so that'd be wild.
Yeah,
Um, so
that'd
I
be
don't
pretty
know.
dope. I like those video game movies. I liked was it Wreck-It Ralph from back in the day?
Yeah, yeah, Wreck-It
Oh
Ralph was
yeah.
solid.
Solid.
Wreck-It
Yeah.
Ralph was solid. I mean, obviously Sonic the Hedgehog, those movies were good.
Yeah, Sonic ones are solid. Oh yeah, they're
Yeah,
good.
Sonic were good. And then obviously we talked about Mortal Kombat outside of this. They got this second trailer just dropped, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
I'm excited for those. And then we
Real
talked about
hype.
it earlier in an early episode, Street Fighter. Street
Yeah.
Fighter. I mean, I'm pumped to see another trailer. That
Dude.
comes out in the fall, right?
What a year, dude. Yeah, I forgot that one was this year too. There's so many movies coming this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think that one's the fall. Mortal Kombat is May, I believe. So it's gonna be a summertime movie. It's gonna kick that off. Is Supergirl in April?
No.
Or is that in May? Or is it July?
Here,
I
let me
know
look it up.
Spider-Man's July. Let's see. And Supergirl.
Supergirl got it right here is June 26th.
June. I thought it was earlier than that.
June
Okay.
26th, and then Spider-Man. Which one is that one? That
I
one
think it's
comes
July
out.
31st. Pretty sure.
Spider-Man Brand New Day is July 31st. Correct. Yeah. And then I mean seemingly we won't get the trailer until a week before the movie. So who knows when that new
Yeah.
Spider-Man trailer is gonna hit.
Dude, what I think they're gonna do, I think that Mandalorian Grogu movie comes out. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
So I think that's a March movie. I wouldn't be surprised if it premieres with that because that's a Disney movie. So, or no, is that May? Jeez, that one's in May. So no, they're not gonna wait till that
Are you
long.
talking about the Spider-Man movie?
Yeah, the Spider-Man movie.
That's yeah, it's a Disney movie, but it's mostly
It's
Sony.
tough. Yeah, it is mostly Sony. So
So
what's a Sony property that's coming
Sony
out
Sony
soon?
controls the marketing.
Yeah, so I mean it'd premiere in front of a Sony movie, I'm betting. What's
Yes.
the biggest Sony movie that's coming, do you know? By
That I don't
chance?
know. I
I
do
wonder
not
what it
know.
would
I
be.
don't even know how to look
Yeah.
that up.
Yeah. I think I would guess, like if I had to guess the month, I think we'll get it before the end of March, the very first one. If it's July, we have March, April, May, June. About 5 months early. Dude, I feel like we'll get it March no later than April. Like if it's past April, I'll be shocked. Because I think we will get um I think we'll maybe get a Doomsday one towards the end of the summer. I
So the
think toward
Sony movies
the
coming
first
out this
teaser.
year are it was 28 years later, Bone Temple,
That
Goat,
was a great movie.
that movie with that Steph Curry animated movie.
Yeah.
There's a new Insidious movie in August. Obviously Spider-Man, and then in October. Okay, I didn't even. I guess I this one slipped my mind. The Social Reckoning, which is the sequel to The Social Network.
Yeah, another good one.
That's a Sony
Another
movie.
one. Odyssey will be this summer. Dude, there's bangers all year long. All year long. Should be great, great movies.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, man. And then, of course, yeah, Doomsday towards the end. There's going to be rumors flying around until we get closer to that. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. But dude, are you hyped for Odyssey? Like, I hear people saying that's like their most anticipated movie. Like, I think that's going to be good. Like, I like Christopher Nolan, but I'm not oh, that's going to be the best thing ever. I don't know. What do you,
I love Christopher Nolan movies, man. So like I
yeah.
mean, I guess in the same way that like when a Tarantino movie comes out, people are just like lining
Ooh,
up to see it. I think it's gonna have the same effect. Um, dude, I cannot imagine this movie not being great. Like, I mean, the
yeah,
cast is absurd.
it is.
I mean, based on his movies, his previous like he doesn't really have a miss. Like it's just all fucking fire. And so like
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's what it's gonna be. And I mean, yeah, and then also like immediately you know this is gonna be up for all the awards for next year.
Oh, it definitely will.
So
Yeah.
yeah, like with all that in mind, like there's just I mean the hype is anything less than that and then yeah, the hype wouldn't be worth it. But I think it will be.
Yeah. Another one we actually didn't mention. I'm curious to know what you think. The DC property that they're doing, villain movie. Another question after this, but DC DC property that they're doing Clayface. and
Oh,
they're saying it's
yes,
supposed
yes.
to
That's
be
coming out
like,
on Max, right?
yeah, they're gonna show it in theaters. Actually, I think I'm pretty
Okay.
sure. Yeah, it's gonna go to theaters, but yeah, that's coming out in the fall. Supposed to be like leaning towards the horror side. Um, but yeah, dude, what did you
Yeah.
think about
I
that?
see that right here, October 23rd. It's supposed to be a horror
Yeah,
movie. Um,
yeah.
dude, like, okay, so I followed up on Clayface. So there's this audio book. One of my favorite my favorite nostalgic Batman movie is the original Batman 1989 with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson as the Joker. They wrote an audio book called Batman Resurrection, which is a direct sequel to that movie. In that
Mm,
book, um, part of because part of what um, what the Joker uses to kill his people is called Smilex, and he puts it in the beauty products and he puts it in the water, and people drink it and they get that smile and then they die. Well, it's the Clayface that because the Clayface person, that character is an actor
mm,
in the story. And so he tries, I think he's aging or he has some sort of disease. So he takes some of that Smilex and it makes him into it, which basically is Clayface, and he's able to transform, and then
gotcha.
it takes over his body, and then he becomes a bad guy, and that's what the second book is about, which is awesome.
Yeah, that
But
sounds cool.
yeah, so like I feel like because of that book, I know a little bit more about the Clayface character and like his background. So
Hmm.
I am excited about it. And it seems like it's got the same storyline where it's like this former actor or whatever, this actor that's trying to relive his glory days or something. I don't something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm excited for it, dude. I do love that.
Yeah, dude, it seems like it'll be good. It seems like, I mean, I've been hearing good things about it, whispers. And then did you see Sony? Because we were talking about Sony a second ago, it just popped in my head. And we just hadn't talked about it yet, I don't think. Sony officially said that they were completely
Rebooting.
yeah, rebooting all that the Spider-Verse stuff. So, yeah, did you watch Madam Web? You've seen all of them?
I did not see Craven the Hunter, but I did see all of
Gotcha.
them. I saw
Okay.
Madam Web, and it had
Yeah.
nothing to do with Sydney Sweeney being in it. Uh,
Yeah.
but I did see Madam Web.
Yeah.
That was awful,
It
awful,
was,
awful dialogue, awful everything. Um, yeah, that's crazy that they would. That's crazy that they made that movie and they watched it prior to releasing it and they said, "Okay, this is good." Like somebody at
yeah,
Sony said that.
for sure. 100%. I can't believe they put it out. It's insane. Like what do they call it? ADR, where it's like voiceover. You can
Mhm.
tell, dude, that the guy's not even saying his shit half the movie. Like you can see it obviously, and it's like, dude, what is this? There's no action in the entire movie. There's like a car that flips over at some point. Um, it's insanely bad. And then Craven had some good action scenes. There were good pieces to that. It was goofy and it wasn't like the actual Craven character. So I think that's why um, it's hated a little bit. And then of course Morbius. I liked the action in Morbius. I thought it was dope the way
I
they would
did
fight
too.
and move.
I did
Yeah.
too. I don't know. I mean, I know people hate Jared Leto, so I think by default they
Hmm.
were just gonna hate the movie. I didn't think the movie
Yeah.
was terrible.
Yeah. The other ones were a lot worse than Morbius, I think, for
Madam
sure.
Web was throw that one in the trash. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, Craven the
Bad,
Hunter didn't
bad.
see it, and obviously they're just trying to bank off of the success of Venom because Venom was so
Right.
good. Um, I didn't.
Yeah.
I thought the second one was okay. I thought the third one was better than the second one. Um,
Really. Yeah, the Venoms.
but so that yeah. So does that mean that story is done? Does that mean like is Venom not in the MCU? Like, what does that
S-
mean?
So apparently they're doing an animated adult series. The writer of shit. The writer of a really good series from recently is writing a new Venom series. It's going to be rated R, and Tom Hardy's going to be like a part of it. He's going to be a
Mm.
producer.
I think
So
I did see this.
they're
And he's
rebooting
gonna
it.
voice it, right? I think.
I think they're rebooting it. So I don't
Okay.
think he'll voice. I think he's just a producer on it. But
Okay.
Like they're yeah, it's gonna be like some rated R series. Damn, I can't remember who the writers were from, but another successful project. So I mean that I think that could be cool. I'm ready to see Venom in. I don't know what they're gonna do with Spider-Man though, but I'm ready to see Venom with Spider-Man because we haven't seen that done properly. I mean, we
Yes,
saw it in
we haven't.
Spider-Man 3, but
Yeah. I see that the I guess as of now the directors they have tapped for it or the directors for the most recent Final Destination movie.
that's what it was, Bloodlines.
Yeah,
Yeah, Final
Bloodline.
Destination Bloodlines. Yeah, so I mean that movie was great, I thought.
I like that
Did
one.
you see
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, really crazy kills. So I think them doing a Venom show would be pretty dope.
Damn. So rebooting, man. Yeah, I don't know what that's gonna look like for the MCU and how that's gonna like. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah. I
I
wonder
mean, they
if
could just sell the characters to Disney. I'm sure Disney will want them.
I
Uh,
think what's going to happen, Sony's not going to let go of Spider-Man. I think what's going to happen, Tom Holland just signed that 3-year deal. I
mhm.
think he's going to do his movies. I think Secret Wars is going to end, and I think it's going to be Miles Morales, and I think Sony's going to control it. I think they're going to take his ass right back because I mean Marvel's going to focus on the X-Men. Maybe Marvel still gets to do some stuff with him. I'm hoping, dude, because in the comics, in some of the newer comics, Jonathan Hickman, Fantastic Four run, Spider-Man joins the Fantastic Four, and he's a part of the team for a while. And that combo would be pretty cool on screen with the Fantastic Four that we have right now. So maybe they go that route. But yeah, I think they're going to push Miles Morales pretty hard, get him out of animation. I think that's going to be Sony's next Spider-Man, and they're going to bring him together with the new villain, core. They're going to clean slate. Maybe they do a movie before that. But yeah, that's what I think is going to happen.
It would be nice to finally see a live action Miles Morales. That'd be sick.
Yeah, I think we're going to
Um,
get one.
I saw that I guess some execs at Disney saw Doomsday and they seem to be so far the exec seems to be very pleased with the movie.
Yeah, yeah. I saw that also. Did you see like the latest rumor about, and I don't know how much you want to know. So I'm learning too many things. It's all towards the beginning of the movie, but it's like, dude, that's like too much for me to know. It's just with yeah, Captain America, but or not Captain America, Chris Evans, Steve Rogers, whatever.
About like
But
his role in the movie.
not like really his role, but like obviously he's on the, did we talk about he's on the ship?
We didn't talk about that one.
Okay. Well, yeah, see, there's a lot more to that, but I guess so there's a lot of stuff coming out. There's so many leaks coming out. Doomsday sounds like it's going to be amazing. Like it sounds like it's going to be insane. It sounds like everyone is going to be in it, is what it
And
sounds like.
we've talked about this before. This needs to
Yeah.
be like a 4.5 hour movie, and I'm for it.
Yeah, 100%. I think, dude, it's gonna be like rewatch city. I like the night these tickets come out, dude. I'm gonna have to get Thursday, Friday. I'm dead ass taking off work on Thursday, dude. I'm going to a 10
Yeah.
a.m. screening. I'm going to a 2 p.m. screening. I'm seeing it a couple times that day. Like, this is gonna be damn near a $2 billion movie. I think it's gonna be up there. It's gonna be close to, because I think Endgame was 1.9. It
Mhm.
could easily get close to that or go over if they have you have Robert Downey Jr., you have the main three. Um,
Bro, if they charge
maybe
$50 a ticket at the movies for this, I'd buy it in a heartbeat.
oh, for sure. Yeah, I'd still get it. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But I
Yeah, man.
remember that's so funny you talk about watching it twice. I remember when I watched Infinity War on the night that it came out and it
Hmm.
ended. I was desperate to talk to anybody about this movie. And I had
Yeah,
nobody.
yeah.
I was like, look, I had nobody to talk about it with. I immediately went on Reddit and
Yeah.
I saw like one thread and I just like chimed in because I was like, I have to say something to somebody about this movie.
Yeah, yeah. That's dude, those experiences are so fun. Infinity War was insane. So what's like your favorite like memory of an MCU movie? Do you
It's
have one from
Infinity
being in the
War. It's
theater?
Infinity
Infinity
War.
War
It's
for
Infinity
sure.
War. I
Yeah.
remember seeing that the night it came out. It was at the Draft House downtown on 6th
Yeah.
Street, which isn't even there anymore. Um, and the crowd was like, it was like what you see like on TikTok videos, like everybody's reaction to everything and like people
Hmm.
clapping, people like audibly gasping out loud. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
like it ending the way it did with Thanos snapping and it just endings like bro, like you could hear a pin drop when that movie ended. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
oh, dude, I mean that movie was perfect. That was a perfect Marvel movie. That's what I
Hmm.
think that's the number one Marvel movie is Infinity War.
Yeah.
Um, but dude,
Yeah.
that right there was my favorite experience with the Marvel.
Yeah.
What about you?
Dude, I was actually gonna say that Infinity War, I don't know if anything's gonna top that. It was the ending. It was the ending. I'll say like mid movie, like the biggest pop I'll ever remember, I think is gonna be No Way Home. I mean, like people, we were thinking that, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire were gonna be in it, but we didn't know for sure because they kept saying they weren't. And and dude, we just saw him jump out. People were screaming in the movie that I was in, like screaming loud, cheering and shit. Dude, that was so much fun. Like the build up to it was so much fun. Same with Infinity War though. Like the build up to it was so much fun. It was the first time we saw the Guardians of the Galaxy with the Avengers. So people were cheering, they were laughing extra loud when Chris Pratt was cracking jokes with Robert Downey Jr. and Tom Holland. Then you had Doctor Strange, he's funny as hell in there. So like you had that, and like you said, the end, dude. The end was like so crazy because it's like they lost,
They
like all
lost
those,
and it
yeah, all those
ended.
dudes just died. Yeah, yeah, it was crazy, and yeah, that's why Endgame I actually did. I legit when it came out, I was finishing school and I went to see it at 10 a.m. on a Thursday, and I went to go see it later that night. Like dead ass went and saw it twice, and it was just.
I remember when Endgame came out and they released the tickets like months in advance. I had to buy them that night when they released them because it was like a concert. Like people were waiting in line to buy the
Yeah.
tickets for a movie 3 months in advance.
Yeah,
And so it was like that. And I imagine it's going to be like that for Doomsday. You're going to have to buy your
definitely.
tickets immediately. Um, Endgame, yeah, Endgame was so good. The pop with Spider-Man was hilarious. Like that was so good. Like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
man, when Andrew Garfield first came out, like that was so funny, dude. Like that scene
Yeah, it
was
was.
so funny. And then Toby, and then it was like, well, then where's Toby, right? Like, and it's
Right.
you could just already see it coming.
Yeah.
Endgame still has the greatest movie scene of all time, and it's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
battle when they all come out of the portals. Like that's the
It's
greatest
gotta
movie
be.
scene of all time.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, I think Infinity War is the overall best Marvel movie that they.
yeah.
But
I agree. You know what I think is close actually? That's not talked about a ton. Maybe it is. I think Civil War. I think that airport fight scene is maybe behind that in-game fight scene. Because if Infinity War has a ton of action, um, did I say Civil? Yeah, so yeah. Infinity War has a ton of action, but I feel like besides the Wakandan, big
the big
war
battle
scene,
there, yeah.
essentially it's a lot of like one-on-one or like two-on-two. Civil War, it's like we have the whole squad just fighting each other. Really great action. It felt like there was constant, it was fast-paced the whole movie.
Mhm.
Great story. First time we saw Spider-Man. That was a fun one too. But yeah,
That
man,
was
I'm
the
I'm
first
hyped.
Spider-Man appearance.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
crazy looking back on it how young Tom Holland looks.
I know,
Yeah,
dude. It
he
goes
was a
by.
literal kid in that movie.
Yeah.
And which why is what makes him such a good Spider-Man because Spider-Man is a kid.
Yeah.
Um,
He's aging with it.
yeah, he really is. That was cool, man. That was cool.
Yeah.
Dang, dude, got me all hyped. Got me all hyped. So
I
now we got to buy
know.
our tickets to Doomsday already, man.
We'll still have to wait. Like, I wonder how early they'll let you pre-order those. Wonder if they'll go on sale
So
like three
it comes
months
out in
or.
December. My guess is they'll release the tickets when they release the trailer. And so the
Mm,
trailer, if I had to guess, will be like an actual trailer will be what, December, maybe
I think I
September.
was gonna say probably like September. Yeah,
Yeah, September, Maybe October,
yeah,
in that time frame.
yeah. I
Um,
think they're gonna keep it close. There's already so many leaks. I think they're not gonna show us much. I think since the Super Bowl's passed, yeah,
yeah.
it's gonna be yeah, it's gonna be
And
quiet
they
for
may
it.
drop another teaser for the Spider during the Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
but it won't be like the actual trailer. Because I remember when Endgame dropped the first trailer, they had the tickets on sale to the now as well, or like
Yeah.
tickets go on sale tonight at midnight or something like that.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So I think it'll be something similar like that. But
Yeah, man. Yeah,
damn,
it's
dude.
I'm hyped though. Yeah, ready for both of them. I mean, we could get a nice post-credit scene in Brand New Day. You never know. Could be some
Oh, you know
oh,
what? That-
in-game rewatch.
Well, it's okay.
There's
Maybe they drop they drop a trailer at the Endgame movie, or maybe they sell the tickets. The tickets go on sale when Endgame gets dropped.
is in-game September? I think it is, or is it November? I wonder when that is. Yeah, let's check that.
Let me see here. September 25th.
You know what? I bet that's when they drop it. I
Look at
bet that's
that. What
exactly
did
when
I
they drop the
say?
first
September,
trailer.
October. Yep.
Yeah, I
That's
bet I
got to
would
be
put
it.
money that's when it is. Yeah. I would put money on it. That's when it is. That's gonna be the post-credit scene is that first trailer.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. And then there may even be something, right? Like the Avengers will be back in Doomsday and tickets now on sale, or tickets go on
Yeah.
sale tonight.
Hell yeah. Yeah, dude.
I bet. Yep.
Yeah.
There it is.
Dude,
We called
it's
it. You heard it here first.
yeah,
We
heard it
put
here
together the
first.
pieces.
Set your alarms. Set them.
Episode 10, that's a wrap. Put a bow on it. We'll catch y'all on 11. We'll talk more NBA, more baseball, see how that ABS system is going, and we'll see what's up with other movies that are going out, or maybe our reviews on movies that already came out. So we'll check that out. But it's that boy Brandon. I'm Ruben. Oh, like, thumbs up, subscribe, um, retweet, reshare, anything else that you can possibly do to get our name out there, do that. And we'll catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.